The owner.
While Ed drags his feet trying to open these wines, let's get started with the Vintners Series for November of 2015. Do that much?
Do what much?
Not much.
As much as I can.
Let's see if this works. If I turn this guy on
Yeah.
and then fart in him.
I couldn't agree with you more completely.
How about that, Ed?
You know, just when you
It
thought
works,
it
it
couldn't get any worse.
It works. Anyway, this is November Vintners Series for 2015, heading into the holidays, and coming up with some interesting things. And I love this selection this month. I got Bordeaux, I've got Pinot Noir, I've got Lebanese white, and New Zealand white. That's pretty cool.
I can't think of anything cooler.
And I love this Jean Guillon, Bordeaux Superior from our friends over there at Misa Imports. Because this has this.
This guy brings in some really great wines.
And Bordeaux has gotten off the charts, and this is a wine that's $15.99 on the shelf, and you get it for $13 from us.
Well, yeah, but you know, Bordeaux was in deep doo-doo several years ago, and it's all had to do with the value of the euro versus the dollar. I mean, all of a sudden, Bordeaux was all over the place and at great prices. You know, I mean, you don't see them down to $13.99 too often, but you know, I mean, you're seeing Bordeaux's for 20 and 25, and then, you know, 2 years ago they were 40.
I just think this is a classic expression of Bordeaux. Mm-hmm. It's got a little bit of that New World fruitness to it, but it's still got that earthy Old World character. I think it's just a really great example. And for $13.99, you're right. Where are you going to get Bordeaux?
You're not.
Superior, no less.
That's right.
Superior.
It's really nice bottle of wine. I'm doing a 95.
I had French class this morning.
Oh, good. Yeah. Maybe you should still be in it, and I could do this by myself without, you know, Abdul over here.
Wait.
Look at the legs on that guy. Nice. That's really, you know, it's just amazing. All this wine has all the character of a really expensive wine except the expense. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'm doing a 95.
And I was looking. I think it's Merlot Cab, right? Or do they have a little bit of something else in there?
I think it's mostly Merlot and Cab Franc, but there's also Cabernet in there. Oh yeah, okay. What's Tim Cook doing?
Well, I just wonder if there's many guys that wear this outfit have Apple Watches.
You know, it'd be a really interesting
study.
Google.
Yeah.
Let's Google that. How many people that look really out of it?
Now, here's our friend from
Giessen, our German buddies.
Well, what's his name? He was in. Mr. Giesen, the winemaker, was in.
Really?
Owner, yeah.
One of the Giessen boys?
Yeah, and the first thing he saw when he walked in the office, he's a little bit of CO2 in there that's sort of bubbling up, but it blows off immediately.
I like it. What are you talking about?
I think it's great wine.
That little sparkle is kind of cool.
He walks into the office, and the first thing he sees is the Lord of the Rings poster. We have that big giant poster he's got there. And he goes, well, I have to show you something. So he takes out his iPhone, and he shows me pictures of his kids on the Lord of the Rings tour, where they take you to the sites of the battles.
Yeah.
And they give you costumes.
Because it was all filmed in New Zealand.
Exactly. And the kids like doing this. And this is a New Zealand winemaker, so I thought that was pretty cute. Anyway, this is phenomenal for the price, because it normally is $23. You get it for $12.99, and he sells this for $23 all over the place.
You know, every time I see Giesen as one of the wines that I get, oh boy, because these wines are so good. They are just absolutely delicious. You know, they're going to be way above what they're being charged, what they're charging. I mean, in terms of quality, and the wines are just incredible.
You know what's fun about this is that it's got Pinot Grigio nose, and but it's got that New Zealand bend to it. It's not Pinot. You know, it's not from the Veneto in Italy, right?
No, not at all.
It's got some bright citrus character.
It's really got a lot of citrus going on, but it just has that zing. You know, it has that nice little zing, and I think part of that is the petulance, which is the just little sparkle that they actually put in the wine on purpose. You know.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they have little jets that they run CO2 through. It helps to aerate the wine and yet keep it from oxidizing, because it's carbon dioxide, which is an inert gas.
Wow.
Well, I'm doing a 96 on this.
I was going to match that 96 and make it a 97.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
No.
Never do it.
No.
Okay, perhaps maybe my favorite expression of the Vintners Series this month is this Monterey Pinot Noir from Skyline. Mm-hmm. And the thing I love about the fact that now Pinot Noir's back in action. We can see it. We get them in our price range. They're not sucked up by that stupid movie or whatever happened that we didn't see Pinot Noir for so long. And now we're seeing it, and we're getting some great ones at very good prices. Here it is at 23 on the shelf. You can buy more for $13.99.
No, that's an incredible price. But
mean,
this
really.
is one of those stories that is what's really happening in the wine business. This is a guy who doesn't own a winery. He buys here and there, and then contracts with wineries to make the wine.
Absolutely.
So he doesn't have any standing overhead that and people running around that he's got to. Yeah, that's not,
is that
not
overhead?
overhead. Yeah, and so he could put out a wine for $13.99 that somebody else would have to charge $25 for.
Well, it's all Monterey, or at least 75%. So I think it's just a great expression.
Well, Monterey is still a good secret. It's kind of like Lodi. There's so many great wines coming out of there, and yet people don't get it.
They don't get it, and they don't respect it, really.
So 94 for me, $13.99 on the
94?
reorder.
I got a 96. I think it's
Well, I think you should.
Spectaculier. C'est magnifique.
Okay, would you like to say something in Lebanese for us?
How about Arabic? FNM.
Okay, thank you.
Hamar. My dad used to cuss me in Arabic.
And for good reason.
Yeah.
What he didn't do was hit you enough.
Had I been wearing this intimidating costume, then
And I've told him many times. I said, by the time you got to the little one, you let him get away with too much.
well, we did do that. Okay, this is Lebanese Chateau Ksara. We did their gorgeous rosé a few months ago.
Oh yeah, that was a great bottle of
And
wine.
this is Sauvignon Blanc, Muscat, and Claret, which is a white grape from Bordeaux. And I think this is just really good. Doesn't that nose something? I mean, it's
Really,
as
really
complex as this blend, right? You seem like you get all three of them.
What's interesting is you expect this to be a little sweet based on the nose,
On the nose, no.
but it's really high and tight and really tart. I mean, it's really a shellfish wine, raw oysters, really, really super stuff.
It's just fun to see wines from regions that we wouldn't expect and have them so really world-class wine. This is gorgeous.
Wow, yeah, this is really something. $19.99 on the shelf, $12.99 in a reorder, and just on its difference alone, I'm gonna do a 95.
Oh, match that 95. What's fun about these wines, they come from importers. They don't come from the big guys that bring all kinds of stuff in. These are little wine importers that find interesting wines as they travel and bring them in. And the Middle East brands tend to be focused in 2 or 3 houses.
Well, yeah, because
Because they get used to them and they know them.
it's not like we don't have enough wines here to deal with.
I know, that's another thing. I don't
Well, anyway,
how they get away with it. But, hey, I did taste, somebody did come in the other day with a Georgian wine, distressed merchandise. We get that all the time, right? Horrible. And what they had done is they had tried to make an American label called Twisted Vines and something really hip. And he admittedly says, well, we misunderstood the market.
yeah, the market doesn't like bad wine. That is misunderstanding the market.
Okay, right. Hey, that's the Vintners Series for November 2015. Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure, and then we just keep moving along.
FNM.